Hello, my name is Matthew Krause, and I am a business systems consultant with Opal Business Solutions. And today we will be reviewing the EFT setup for a vendor in Business Central. So to do so, we'll first want to check out our own bank account. We'll want to make sure that the fields are properly put in. So we're going to go to a bank account. For this, I'll create a new bank account. We'll call it ACH. This is for ACH EFT payments. We'll add an address in here. 345 Layaway Lane. We'll select the city from our available options. Looks like we'll choose Atlanta. And now we're getting more to our more current information. So to make sure this bank account is set up for EFT payments, there are some fields we'll want to put in. So we'll want to make sure the last remittance advice number is put in. So we can put in a 0 here, that there was not a number in there before. We'll also want to include in the transfer section, a country export format. I will select the US, and then I will also put an ePay export file name. So for that, I'll just put test ACH file 001. All right, and then this transit number is really the routing number of your bank. So I will put in this routing number for this example. And then here you can put any bank statement import formats or payment export formats that you can have here as well. If you use IAT specifically for your EFT, you can also choose a format here as well. I think for our payment export, I think we'll set us up with US EFT CCD, both here and here. Okay, so that should be our bank account all ready to go. Go back, and then we'll have that saved. So the next thing we'll want to do is go look at the vendor. So to get to the vendor, we can either select the vendors from here, or go under purchasing and select vendors. So let's select this vendor here. Okay, so reviewing the vendor, we can see at the top, we'll want to select vendor and then bank accounts. So now we'll need to put in a bank account for the vendor. So now that we have our own bank account set up for ACH, we need to make sure the vendor is set up as well. So we'll put in a bank as an example. All right. And now we'll put an email. For this example, we'll just put in a test email. Test123 at hotmail.com. And then one of the most important things on this page is you'll want to put in the routing number under the transit number and your bank account number as well. So for this example, I'm just going to put a test bank account number and a transit number, as long as an email. And last but not least, we'll want to toggle this button here that says use for electronic pay. So just a reminder and a quick review, go to vendor, select the vendor at the top. You can select the bank accounts. You will be able to create any new bank accounts for that vendor. And once after you fill in the basic information, you'll want to make sure that the email is put in here, along with the routing and bank account number, and that this toggle button is selected. So now that code is been created. Now we go back to the vendor, and we can scroll down a bit. And okay, until we get to the payment section. So once we are in the payment section, we can select under the preferred bank account code, the bank we just added to the vendor, for this example, the Huntington Bank. So now whenever this vendor is being used in a transaction, that involves its bank account, it'll put that information in automatically in a journal entry for you. Um, okay, so I believe that is all the information we needed to do to add this for the vendor. Now, the last step would be to go create a payment journal for that vendor after we have completed our setup. But that will be in the next video. So I appreciate you for taking the time to tune in, and I will see you next time.